Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Parth Bajaj and today we're going to be making some chocolate peanut butter cake with some chocolate hazelnut ganache. I'll be using the Butternut company's nut butters for that. Let's start by making our chocolate hazelnut ganache, and it's going to be really delicious guys, so make sure to stay tuned. Now in a heat-proof bowl we are going to combine our chocolate hazelnut spread and our softened butter. Next ingredient which goes in is our jaggery powder, and then we mix it as well. So I'm going to pour this heated cream directly over my chocolate mixture, and then we are going to let it sit for 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes are up, we are going to just give it a quick stir until everything is nice and mixed. So while you start stirring the mixture, you can just see that the mixture will start to get thick and thicker, and then you can just let it chill to room temperature and then transfer it to the refrigerator. Look at how thick this ganache is looking. We are absolutely ready to transfer this to the refrigerator, and in the meanwhile let's bake our cake. For the cake I'll be using the Butternut company's peanut butter, which is unsweetened and creamy, and it's going to give our cake a really nice texture and taste. The first step is to preheat our oven to 175 degrees Celsius, and then in a mixing bowl we'll be combining our eggs with the oil, and then we'll beat that mixture together. Now in goes the oil. Now it's time to whisk everything together. After beating the eggs and oil together, we are going to add in our remaining wet ingredients, starting with vanilla extract. Then we'll put in our milk and curd. After those three ingredients are combined, we are going to just heat our peanut butter in the microwave for a few seconds, and then we are going to add the cool mixture inside our remaining batter. Then we'll give that a good stir, and with that our wet ingredients are absolutely ready. Into this we are going to sift in our dry ingredients. Now using a sieve, I am going to sift all of my dry ingredients, starting with maida, which is all-purpose flour. You can also use cake flour or something like that. Then we'll also add our brown sugar and our coconut sugar. I'll just quickly sift all of these in, and then we'll add our remaining dry ingredients. Last remaining dry ingredients are our cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda and salt. Sifting is very important whenever making any kind of dry cake or even cakes in general, because that will give you a nice and softer consistency of the cake as well as an aerated batter. Then we'll gently fold the batter together using a spatula, and only one step will be remaining after that. Make sure to never overfold your cake batter, otherwise there will be too much gluten formation, and with that you will not get a soft cake. The last step is to add some hot boiling water into this. This is really great for making any kind of chocolate cake because this will activate the cocoa flavor and it will result in a very soft, spongy cake. And then we just stir everything together using the spatula. You can gently fold it together. With that, our chocolate peanut butter cake batter is absolutely ready, and I'm going to now transfer this to a lined cake tin. This is an 8-inch round cake tin, by the way. You can also use a 9-inch tin if you want. Now let's transfer the batter. Now this will go in the oven for 35 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. So till our cake is in the oven, let's make our peanut butter buttercream frosting, which is very simple and it takes only 4 to 5 ingredients. And the star of the frosting is the Butternut company's peanut butter, which is creamy and unsweetened. The best part about this peanut butter is that it's completely natural and it has no added sugar to it. In a medium mixing bowl, we are going to combine our room temperature unsalted butter and our peanut butter, and then we are going to beat them for a couple of minutes. After we have beaten both of those together, we are going to add in our vanilla extract and salt. If you're using salted butter, make sure to skip salt. The next step is to add our powdered jaggery, and I'm going to add this in some batches, and then we're going to beat this on low speed. The last step is to add some heavy cream into the buttercream. This is going to give us the right consistency, and then we are going to mix it in. I'm going to let this chill in the refrigerator until our cake cools down, and then we are going to assemble the cake. The best thing that I liked about the spreads by Butternut company is that throughout the process they were very easy to use and they have no refined sugar. At the same time they have a very high protein content, and that is what makes them really great. So that was all about today's video, and the cake has turned out really delicious thanks to the amazing spreads by Butternut company. Next time I would love to try their almond butter spread as well. And for all the details, make sure to check out the caption below. I'll mention the written recipe along with the links of the products right there. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. I'll see you next time.